isn't always what you're going to pay out of pocket, and that's important to note. Many private schools offer merit scholarships, which often are more of a discount, right, a tuition discount, or the need-based aid if you have need, right. So the most important number is not the tuition. Well, actually, the most important number would be the total cost of education. Tuition and fees, room and board, books. They estimate personal expenses, which is really soda and pizza money. We'll call it that until they're 21. But and then travel, right? So that's the total cost of education. And so what you're going to pay is, that total cost of education minus the financial aid. And then understanding the difference between, loans are good, especially if it's a subsidized loan where you're not paying interest, but you're still going to pay that back. So even understanding the amount, when you're comparing financial aid offers, the out-of-pocket expenses may actually be different if one package has more loans and the other has more grants. So trying to get it to do a strict apples-to-apples comparison. Remember, state subsidies to schools are being cut, right? So the state schools don't have as much money to give out. And so a lot of times, you may end up finding a private school where it's less. Not always, but there are a lot of private schools where it would be the same or maybe only a little bit more than it would be to attend a state school. Another important thing in New England is knowing about programs like the Regional States Program. New England Board of Higher Education has a program where if you're going to a state school, if you're going for a major that's not offered in your home state, but it is offered at a state school at another state in New England, you qualify for the program where your tuition would be 1.5 times in-state rate instead of 3 times, which is typically what out-of-state tuition is typically 3 times. So you save a lot of money that way. The only thing is, if you end up changing your major, you have to pay back the difference in tuition. And so you have to be sure that that's the major you want if you're going to pick a school. Or at least if it's close enough so that if you wanted something else, you would double major, right, and end up making sure you finish with that one major. But that's on their website, nebhe.org, and the tuition programs, and they'll have all the lists.